every day has been a deadly day in Gaza. You could say that for a long time since Israel walked away from the ceasefire in March. But it is remarkable and tragic that since Israel established the Israeli army, however we're going to call it, established this entity called the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is staffed principally by Americans and yet guarded by Israeli army soldiers, we have seen this daily toll grow and grow. Now, of the 100 or so who you mentioned killed, the figure I have in front of me is at least 70 from UN sources. But either way, we are talking about a bloodbath. And while not all of these individuals are killed during the time that they're trying to get aid, while they're trying to exceed food, we basically are seeing two, principal manners in which Gazans are dying from Israeli arms in recent weeks. One is, incredibly enough, these humanitarian aid hubs, which Israel said a few weeks ago it would reform, it would change access to. That has not happened. The other one is Israel is still pinpointing the few remaining Hamas top commanders. Now, I'm saying this hesitatingly because Israel really has decapitated Hamas. None of the men who were Hamas's top military leaders or even political functionaries at the time of October 7th, 2023, and the attack on Israel, none of them are still alive. Israel is now pinpointing the lower ranks of Hamas armed militiamen, and it appears more and more that with each targeted killing of one of these terrorists, dozens of civilians are dying alongside them. We saw this at the cafe on the coast of Gaza now almost a week ago. We've seen it since, and these two army intentions appear to be the way most of these Gazans are being killed daily.
Yeah, and that's raising more pressure on Israel, more criticism on Israel. And yet those ceasefire talks, there hasn't been any breakthrough.
No, I don't know what the opposite of breakthrough is, perhaps stalemate. That's where we're at. And I want to tell you about a very a strong indicator of what's going on. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu returned from a visit to Washington in which he and Donald Trump were expected to announce a ceasefire deal. In fact, Trump had said they would announce a ceasefire deal before he returned. American officials promised the families of Israeli hostages still being held in Gaza that there would be an announcement before Netanyahu left D.C., and that did not happen. The prime minister returned empty-handed. The Palestinians accuse him of having that as his aim, of having gone to Washington just to waste time in these negotiations and talks. And last night, Saturday night, was with his two most extremist ministers, the finance minister, Bezalel Smotrich, the minister for national security, Itamar Ben-Gvir. These are the two men threatening to walk out on his coalition and possibly topple his government if he does sign any ceasefire. And apparently, from what we can tell, the Prime Minister of Israel is right now devoting his time to trying to shore up this coalition, to find a way to survive at least until the parliamentary summer recess, which starts in about 2 weeks. And that may be, unfortunately, pushing off the more substantive talks on a ceasefire.
Noga, thank you very much. Noga Tarnopolsky reporting from Jerusalem.